Hi there, and happy new lockdown to you all. I just wanted to give you a brief update on Health and Medicines Committee activities. We met yesterday, first meeting of the new year, obviously, and picked up on a lot of ongoing projects, really. As per previous update that I gave everybody, a lot of our attention has been focused on antimicrobial stewardship. So we started off the meeting by discussing progress in quantifying antimicrobial usage. Bruce Bladen and James Crabtree have been working quite hard with Eclipse and Vet IT, respectively, their practice management software providers, to come up with systems whereby we can automatically quantify antimicrobial use at the point of sale and feed that into a central database. They've both made great strides with that, so we are now going to expand that, speak to other software providers, and see if we can get everyone's software updated accordingly, such that every practice can record their antimicrobial usage. If your practice are using Eclipse or using Vet IT, then it's worth speaking to those providers because the software is available to do that now. I'm sure Bruce and James would be happy to help you set that up. Both systems, it seems very straightforward to set the systems up. All the software has been updated, and we're really grateful to those companies for doing that for us. It's been a fantastic initiative. So, if you don't use those software providers, then please mention to your software provider that you would like the capacity to be able to quantify antimicrobial usage. It's something I think we're all going to have to do in the not too distant future. So yeah, please make your voice heard. That quantifying antimicrobial usage fed into the second thing that we discussed, which is an antimicrobial champion scheme. This is something that's already in place in the livestock sector, and something we're quite keen to get up and running in the companion animal sector. We've been working with BSAVA on this quite closely, and we will, over the next few months, be developing a practice accreditation scheme for small animal and equine practices to demonstrate their responsible use of antimicrobials. That is still in the planning, still work to do, but watch this space. I think it's quite an exciting initiative that will have benefits all round. That also feeds into other collaborations we've got going on with the Rumour companion animal group, and also we've been working with the Vmd, who are quite keen on supporting our champion scheme. Often thought of as the bad guys, I guess, the Vmd, but we've been working really productively with them. It's been a really fantastic collaboration to have, and everyone is totally on the same page on this subject. So it's great to have their support and involvement. So yeah, good stuff going on, I think. So watch this space. On the theme of antimicrobials, there was an article in Horse and Hound this week, actually, which I, on behalf of BEVA, have contributed to, trying to explain to horse owners why we should try and avoid the use of antimicrobials. So I think BEVA will be putting some publicity out about that. So please share that around your practices. Antelmintics, another cause of great concern, arguably greater concern to equine welfare. We've got a working group going on that, trying to improve antelmintic stewardship and looking at the regulation of antelmintics. That group is meeting next month. In the interim, clinical care guidelines through EVJ are being produced on antelmintics. That work is ongoing, and I'm sure everyone would have seen the correspondence in Vet Record, Vet Times about the concerns around antelmintics and other ectoparasiticides and environmental toxicity. I think this is something that's been on our radar for a while, and it's great to see that that's getting some airtime. So hopefully we can tap into that and raise awareness of the issues around indiscriminate antelmintic use. Next on our agenda, we had a bit of a wash up around progress in developing strategies post Animal Health Trust. A lot of that information isn't in the public domain, so I can't say too much, but suffice to say that BEVA's been working pretty hard behind the scenes to ensure that we're not left with a deficit after losing the Animal Health Trust, and trying to ensure that there is capacity for infectious disease surveillance and diagnostic testing post Animal Health Trust. I'm very grateful to Victoria South and Mary Smith, who have been working through, since the last council meeting, the medicine pages of the website. They gave us some updates on improvements that we can make there. If anyone else has got comments they want to make on the website, particularly the health and medicines pages, then please feel free to contribute your comments. Final standing item on the agenda, some discussion of strangles. We've got, or BEVA is supporting a consensus document that's going to be produced in the next couple of months to tie in with Strangles Awareness Week. So that will hopefully be a useful document that everyone can benefit from as well. Other matters on the agenda, there was some discussion of issues that had been raised. It's not a new topic, but we've been asked to discuss the issues of tetanus antitoxin and single-use bottles. Obviously, the issue being once a bottle's breached, we're supposed to dispose of it, yet there's far too much in the bottle for a standard individual horse dose. So discussion on how we could tackle that. We followed that up actually with the manufacturers. There was some discussion of lobbying the VMD to try and change the registration. The reality is this is not a product that makes the manufacturer any money, and there just isn't going to be scope to changing that product. And to be brutally honest, I think if we don't use that product, we'll probably lose it. So if you value having that product, then please continue to use it to make it economically viable to produce. If it's lost, it's not going to be replaced. It's a biologic, and other companies aren't going to be able to produce an alternative product. So yeah, use it or lose it. We had some discussion of a Vmd consultation, which they're carrying out into regulatory matters. We had a bit of discussion about that. We'll make a few comments back to the VMD, but none of it really is that earth-shattering, to be honest. It's more directed at pharma registering products. But we are keen to emphasise the challenges, as the tetanus antitoxin issue has just illustrated, the challenges of getting products registered for equines when we're a pretty small market, and it's tough for pharmaceutical companies to justify registering products solely for equines. So we are anxious that the VMD look at the registration process and ensure it's as feasible as possible to ensure that we continue to get new products registered. Final item on the agenda, we just reviewed the client information leaflets that are available on the website for non-registered medicines. We have a professional obligation to provide clients with information on those products, and BEVA has provided those sheets for you for products that aren't registered, a lot of specials and other human products. So we've completed those information leaflets, or those that we plan to do so, and updated any that were a little out of date. So if you've got others that you would like, please let us know. There was a request that we produce them for registered medicines. That isn't really feasible. There is an STC for those, and we can't publish anything that might conflict with that. So the client information leaflets for non-registered products are designed to be an alternative to the SPC. So you're not, I'm afraid, going to get CILs for registered products. That was what we discussed. If anyone's got any feedback, then I'm always happy to hear it. Please keep in touch with us. Please keep banging the drum for antimicrobial and antimintic stewardship, and we will update you when we next meet in March. Thank you very much.